Here in the middle of the Southern Ocean, thousands of kilometers from humanity, lies a sanctuary of wildlife, unrivaled beauty, and...
Sorry, I can't keep that accent up. Anyway, Macquarie Island is a little lump of volcanic rock in the Southern Ocean, halfway between Hobart and Antarctica, which is part of a group of islands called the Subantarctic Islands. And even though it's so far away from the mainland, it's actually part of Australia. That means the Aussie government is responsible for looking after it. And recently, the government announced it'll be expanding the marine park, which is a protected area around the island that bans things like fishing and mining. It's growing to a whopping 475,465 square k's. That's bigger than Germany.
It's probably the biggest contribution that'll be made to conservation anywhere on the planet this year.
There are good reasons why the government's gone all out in protecting this little speck on the map, which are... well, let's go find out for ourselves. Now, I actually went on this trip back in December for a holiday, but I figured I should bring you along too. And after 3 days on a big ship through rough seas, I finally arrived and was greeted by some of the island's residents. Macquarie Island is home to millions of different animals and native plants.
Oh, hello.
Including elephant seals like this little guy. Huge native plants called megaherbs, and a whole lot of penguins, like these king penguins, and royal penguins, which are only found here and on 2 other nearby islands. It's also home to a small group of researchers, studying things like geology, weather patterns, and of course the wildlife. Macquarie Island is so important as a breeding ground for its unique wildlife and for scientific research that in 1997 it was awarded World Heritage status, meaning it'll be internationally protected for the future. For a long time before that though, life for the wildlife here wasn't easy. When the island was first discovered in 1810, oil for things like lamp fuel and lubricants was big business. And millions of seals and penguins were killed in these huge machines called digesters, which extracted oil to be sold off. It happened for more than 100 years and the population plummeted. Until 1919 when the practice was finally banned. It's not the only problem that the islands faced. Pests like rats, rabbits, and feral cats introduced by visiting ships killed a lot of native wildlife and vegetation, leading the government to launch a massive $25 million project in 2007 to get rid of these pests once and for all. And by 2014, the island was finally pest-free. Today, some memories of the past are still here, but the seal and penguin populations have bounced back. Like, big time. They're everywhere. But while many think the expansion of the marine park is a good idea, commercial fisheries who operate in the area aren't happy and say they felt left out of the decision.
The Australian seafood industry is highly sustainable. We have a commitment to environmental conservation because it's our backyard too.
The government reckons it won't affect their business and is just waiting for the final tick of approval from the Governor-General. I've been super lucky to see it for myself and bring you along for the ride. But now I've got a long trip home.